Well, good morning, everyone. Highlander 58 here. It's Wednesday, December 30th, and it's raining. Um, we had a break since my last video in the weather. We had the flood. It didn't quite get up to my RV, so I was fortunate not to have to move it. So I had a pretty pleasant holiday. Um, I wanted to take another checkout hike, and I decided to come up here. And presently, I'm at Wayah Crest picnic area, which is right off of Wayah Road and Forest Service Road 69. This is a nice picnic area. It used to be a campground. It's right off the trail. There are 2 fire pits, several picnic tables, and some really nice level camp spots here. And I may end up using this again when I'm on the trail. I don't know. But it is raining. It's been raining since I got here at about 8 o'clock. It's now about 9 o'clock. And I have to decide whether I want to go north to Wayah Bald. There's a fire tower there. It's about 6 miles. And the other option is to go southbound to Bald, which is about 2 miles, I believe. And there's also a shelter there. I would rather go the longer hike north, but I know it's going to be raining the entire way. I'm not too concerned about that, but I would be concerned if it started to thunder and lightning at this altitude. It's not that cold. It's probably in the 50s, and I'm prepared for that if it does get colder. So we'll have to wait and see how the weather goes, and based on that, I'll make my decision. I think I'm just probably going to just head north. I will probably not do a lot of filming while I'm hiking because I'm using an iPhone. I have an OtterBox on it, which is water resistant, but it's not waterproof. But I will do all the filming that I possibly can to share with you fine people. So thanks for joining me, and let's go get wet. Hey everyone, I can tell you right now this is very slick. The trail is full of water, and I got my rain gear on. I'm warm, and as you can see, it's extremely wet behind me. So. Well, I'm about a mile in, and in spite of this rain, this is pretty cool. I'm definitely not hot yet. It's nice to hear the rain hitting on top of my foot up here. It's just kind of soothing, and so far it hasn't been difficult at all. It's a lot of ridge walking, so trails are real clear. Haven't seen anybody else up here yet. Don't expect to. So yeah, I kind of like this. Let's keep moving. So what part of Leave No Trace did these people not understand? I don't know why this is up here. I'm on a ridge line. There's a campground behind me. I don't know, maybe they were up here when the big storm came in last week and they just ditched the stuff and hauled ass off the mountain. I don't really know. But not exactly what I wanted to see on the AT. Okay everybody, I'm right now taking a little break near a campsite, not too far from those abandoned sleeping bags, and the altitude is 4,755 feet. Not a real good view, sorry about that. It's okay, I'm having a good time and feeling pretty good. A little winded, quite a climb up, and I've got quite a ways to go yet to get to Wayah Bald. So I'll press on. Okay, that's the trail, northbound. It's stopped raining, thankfully. It feels good up here, and this is where I'm at. All right. Sign says Wayah Bald, 1.8 miles that away. Well, today the trail is a stream. You see that a lot out here, I am told. I think it's awesome. Hey everyone, I'm on a relatively flat spot right now, and I'm so glad I decided to take the north trail instead of the south, because once it stopped raining, it was real nice. You know, it's very cool out, and trails are well marked. Just past another campground by a stream. I'm gonna keep that in mind for the future. And I think I'm doing pretty good for my third pre-hike. Gonna do some more. Just gotta get the time off and get some more gear, a few more things. So, not much to see, but it's beautiful nonetheless. There's a yellow blaze below the AT white blaze here, and from the research I did before I took the hike, apparently this is the yellow blaze of the Bertram Trail. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And I was led to believe that the AT and the Bertram Trail are one and the same for, you know, a small distance, and then they branch off. So I guess we'll see. Well, everyone, this is the fire tower at Wayah Bald. I made it. It took me 3 hours. I know, not the fastest guy in the world, but that's my pace today. So we'll have a look around and try to find the shelter. Might as well take a look at the top since we're here. I can't promise a nice view, but we'll do it anyway. Kind of fogged in. Hey everyone, I made it to Wayah Bald and to the fire tower. I took a climb to the top, couldn't see much of anything, but it was very cold and windy up there, so I came back down. There's supposed to be a shelter close by within a mile, so I'm gonna go try to find it. I'm gonna walk further north, and maybe I'll stop there, have some lunch, and we can talk about today's trip and some other things that are coming up. So I'm gonna keep moving, because as long as I'm moving, I'm sweating, and as long as I'm sweating, I'm warm. Hey everyone, I'm about a quarter of a mile from the shelter, and it's been a nice slippery walk down. I almost fell 3 times. I'm counting how many times I slipped. 3 so far. Unfortunately, we have more garbage in this campground. Someone left a tarp, and man, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to rant right now, but there's no reason for this. And now I know how a lot of people feel about the condition of the trail, what it's becoming, and you know, pack it out. All right, I'm going to head to the shelter. All right, we have arrived. Nobody's here. Cool. Let's have some lunch. That bag in the corner is actually was a register and had a list of rules and requests in it by those who maintained this shelter. And obviously mice have gotten into it, and I hear that's a problem on the trail, is mice getting into the shelters. So I guess you have to take your chances. But this is the shelter, and if we had a clear day, you can kind of see the mountains there. We are way up in the clouds. Oh, and for those of you who are so inclined and have necessity, there's the privy. Okay, everybody, it's lunchtime, and I'm going to be cooking another Mountain House meal. I'll explain why I have so many of those later. But I'm going to be using the, I think it's called a Trangia alcohol stove. Heard a lot about them. Very lightweight. I've got a firebox stove coming, which is collapsible, but right now I'm using the pot holder that came with this stove. I've got a rock there so I don't burn the wood, and I'm going to light this, and it primes for a few seconds, and then it starts burning pretty quick, and I should get a boil in about 3 or 4 minutes. And 1 ounce will usually boil 2 cups of water. At least that's what I'm told, so we're going to find out real quick. You probably can't see the flame, but it is lit, it's priming, and it's going to get quite hot here in a second. And I'll put the cup of water on there, and we'll boil that for our Mountain House meal, which, by the way, today is, what is it today? Oh, it's chili mac with beef. Yay. Now you can see it just kicked up. There's quite a bit of flame there, and let's see what happens. Okay, that took about 4 minutes to boil on 1 ounce of alcohol. Not too bad. It was a little windy, but we got through it. And I'm now adding the water to the Mountain House. We'll seal that up, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and we'll eat. I can tell you right now that the rain has picked up, and I was hoping it would hold off a bit longer. I may have to start heading back sooner than I wanted to, but we'll have lunch and we'll play it by ear. Okay, while my Mountain House meal is heating over there, I thought I'd just let you know that the rain is really coming down hard. I'm in the shelter, I'm dry. I don't know if you can hear me inside the shelter here with all the rain beating down on the tin roof. It's rather relaxing. The rain has really picked up, and I'm going to have to probably get out of here pretty quick. So I'm going to eat my lunch as fast as I can, don my rain gear, and start heading back. It's a mile back to Wayah Bald Tower, and then it's another 3 miles, I think, 3.5 miles to my truck back at Wayah Crest picnic area. Today I'm using my Deuter ACT Light. It's 65 plus 10 liter. Great pack, just too heavy. I'm carrying an extra probably about 8 pounds today. The pack weighs empty at almost 5 pounds, and the tent is 3.8 pounds. So, and I have 2 days worth of food and water with me right now. So it's way heavier than I want it to be. This morning I weighed it in at 28 pounds, and I want to try to shave at least 6 or 7 of those pounds off. But we'll see. So anyway, I'll try to get back with you all before I make it to my truck. It depends on the weather. If it lightens up, I'll stop and shoot a little bit more video, and maybe I can talk about some the things that I've discovered about protecting your feet from a very good friend of mine who's a a former Special Forces Green Beret. But anyway, I'm gonna have my lunch. I'm gonna enjoy the sound of the rain on the roof, and then I'm gonna pack up and head back to, you know, my truck. My food's just about ready. The rain seems to be letting up, but it's kind of strange because I'm hearing thunder in the mountains in the background. Going back maybe a little faster, but I gotta be careful because it's very slick out there. I almost busted my butt 4 times today, and if I hadn't had my trekking poles, I would have been on my ass, no doubt. So yeah, I've got some really good Black Diamond ergo cork. They're adjustable, and I love them. They've really saved my butt today, literally. This is a great place. I'm real happy to be here. It's dry. It's not real big. It's relatively clean, and it's about you know, I don't know, 100 yards off the trail. You can't miss it. Just watch for the signs. I am back at my truck, and I checked the mileage on that. It was about 10.5 miles. It took about 6 hours. We stopped for lunch for about an hour. A couple of breaks on the way up. Adjust the gear, get the rain gear on, get the rain gear off, get the rain gear on, get the rain gear off. I did fall one time. I was hoping to go through the entire hike, counting my almost falls. I did 4, and then I had a fall. And it was within about the last 30 minutes. I guess I got a little over anxious to get back here. It finally stopped raining. I'm very tired, but I'm not too sore. It wasn't a bad hike. It's a great hike. It's a day hike. I like to see it when the weather's clear, and I'm going to be back up here probably to go south to Wayah Bald next time I come up this way. So checked out a few things. My feet feel pretty good, and I'm going to talk about that later. If I have time, I'll stick it in this video. If not, I'll talk about it when I do my gear shakedown, which is coming soon. Hang tough, it'll be here. I'm waiting for my stuff from Z-Packs, is all. So I thank you for all. I'm tired. Thank you all for joining me, and I appreciate the support on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure this all out, but I'm having a blast out here. So until next time, Highlander 58, take care, folks.